Hey guys, good morning. I'm not going to wait for anybody to jump on. I'm seeing patients and everything still. What time? 9:20. Yeah, we've already got rid of 35, 40 people this morning, or saw that many people. But I'm sitting here, my phone just keeps going bling, 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 blowing up. And over the last several days, I've been sent message after message after message after message. And what's happening? Let me explain to you what's happening. Schools all around us are already shutting down, closing. And where I'm particularly located, we're close to the Georgia line, the Alabama-Georgia line, up in sort of the northeast part of the state and everything. And so I've got teachers that teach over in Georgia. They were coming in already telling me several days this week that, particular classes were already, quarantined, the entire class, but everybody was still kind of coming. Well, now the entire school shut down. And this morning, another one just right across the state line from us in Floyd County, theirs is starting to shut down. And the ones here in Alabama have just started back this particular week and all that kind of stuff. And so even, last week, the week before, and especially in the last several days, I've gotten message after message after message, saying, what do we do? What do we do? Because our pediatrician obviously is already pushing big time, these back to school shots and the flu shot and already talking to us about the coronavirus vaccine when it comes out and everything. Folks, I'm telling you, I'm not trying to speak badly of pediatricians or anything like that. I mean, that's their job. And a lot of them will even dismiss you as a patient if you choose not to vaccinate. Some of them are totally okay with it. Thank God ours was years ago. He said, I hadn't even vaccinated my own 5 kids. And at that time we only had 2, now we have 5. But anyway, another story. Let me tell you now who's going after your kids, and it's the media, okay? They've been trying to attack anybody and anything they can, this whole process. Well, now they're going after the children. Okay, with all the fear tactics directed to you as the parents. And folks, they're already talking about this stuff, AFM, acute flaccid myelitis, and all this other kind of stuff. And first of all, acute flaccid myelitis is a symptom that's very similar to Guillain-Barré syndrome and transverse myelitis and that kind of stuff. And those are all very known side effects of viral vaccines, okay? Flu shots, stuff like that. So I guarantee, matter of fact, let me just give you this one little caveat. And please understand this. I'm not sitting here today trying to say that I'm pro or anti-vaccine. I'm pro give me a dadgum choice. That's what I'm pro. I don't think the government, state, or anybody should force me to have to take something in terms of vaccine or anything like that if I don't want to take it, or force my children to have to get it. So, if you want to tune me out because you're so pro-vaccine, well, then that's fine. Go ahead. But let me give you a little caveat. The number one side effect that the most money is paid out for concerning a vaccine injury is Guillain-Barré as a result of the flu shot. Okay, so the acute flaccid myelitis and all that other kind of stuff, those are known side effects of viral vaccines. Okay, and so now the media, see, that's what I'm saying. The media is saying, see, all they're trying to do is set us all up for this huge "I told you so" situation, and with the schools closing and everything. See, the kids are getting back in there. It doesn't matter if it's a cold, which is a coronavirus, the flu, just sniffles and sneezes and all like that, because all summer they've been outside playing, and now all of a sudden they're back inside an air-conditioned classroom and around all these other kids. And all this happens at the beginning of school every year anyway. But just because we have the big bad wolf lurking in the background, okay, COVID-19, they're using this for this aha moment, saying, see, we told you so. As soon as you get everybody back together, everybody and their brother's going to get sick because nobody has the vaccine. See, that's what I'm saying. That's the big set you up, the aha moment and everything. But here's the problem with that. Corona, they're telling us is an airborne situation. It's an airborne disease, which essentially stays up in it's called a top shelf or top breathing. It gets up in the alveoli, stays way up in the in the pharynx and the sinus cavities and in the lungs and everything. Well, these acute flaccid myelitis, polio, transverse myelitis, Guillain-Barré, all that. Those are in enterovirus symptoms, or enterovirus, which is gut. Okay, so two totally different mechanisms. One's respiratory, one's entero, which is gut. And but they're going. Trust me, they're going to piggyback both of them and try to say, hey, this is a result of this is a result of that, and essentially try to confuse you and bank on the fact that if you're a parent and you have children and they shut the school down and force you to have to make adjustments to your schedule, that it's going to be such an inconvenience that you're not going to do the research. You're not going to just read, and that's all I've tried to do for 23 years now, is give people all the information that I possibly could and encourage them in a completely non-biased setting or way to do their own research. And the ones that have actually done that have come back to me and been just as appalled as anybody I've ever spoken to, going, why are we all still taking all this dope? Why are we all still letting them shoot all this stuff inside of us, all these chemicals and these preservatives and these neurotoxins and gut destroyers and all this other kind of stuff? And I'm like, hey, I don't know. I mean, we're still a blind society. We just, the blind follow the blind, and we just go along with it and everything. And so now let me say that I said all that to say this, because I want to inform you about something here. But I'm sorry, let me get back to finish. So what they're banking on is the fact that you're not going to take a moment, research, look at all the side effects that's already coming out from these expedient, my gosh, faster than ever trials to try to get a vaccine to the forefront. Normally it takes 6 to 7 years, and they're sitting here still trying to tell us that we're going to do it within a year. When that's completely unheard of, not near enough time to do any kind of legitimate and appropriate testing. And so anyway, they're going to bank on the fact that the minor conflict that it causes in your schedule as a parent, grandparent, or whatever, that you're not going to do your due diligence and do everything I just said, and you're just going to line up like everybody else, hand in toe with your child, okay, hand in hand, zoom, shove them to the front of the line, and just let them start inoculating them, not understanding the potential risk for all these neurological and gut diseases. Folks, mark my words right now. Save this video, archive it, whatever you want to do with it. Within 3 to 5 years from now, you think the autism rate has jumped up in the last 25 because of all the increased amounts of neurotoxins being shot in kids these days? You think all this other kind of stuff is on the rise as well? You think that's going to go down? Mark my words, 3 to 5 years, autism rate is going to be up even more. Other neurological issues, Guillain-Barré, transverse myelitis, flaccid myelitis, all these other things that we mentioned that are known side effects of viral vaccines, going to go up, sky high. And so now we're going to be in just as bad of a pickle as we ever were, trying to treat the massive load of those folks, which if they're awarded disabilities and stuff like that, you're not going to be able to sue the vaccine manufacturers. I'm going to tell you that right now. That was already done long ago. But the sheer money that it's going to cost us as a nation to now support these individuals on disability because of doing all this, it's just going to flat out bankrupt us. It is absolutely going to bankrupt us as a nation. And so you're going to have to give and take something. Folks that are like my age, it's in the early 50s, that, 10 to 15 years from now, hopefully is going to be getting some kind of Medicare, Medicaid assistance or something, as we reach that retirement age, are you kidding me? That's going to be long gone. I guarantee you, 3 to 5 years, we're going to start seeing all these symptoms. Within 10 years, you're going to have to give it. You're going to have to take from something to support the other. Okay, and so I just want to throw that out there this morning because, like I said, my phone is getting flooded. And messages are being sent to me and everything. So you may say, well, Dr. Kurt, what's the answer? Well, I don't know necessarily the definitive answer, but here's one I've been talking about for months now. Build the host. Build the host. Take your own responsibility and do everything you can for your own body. Look here. We have a super immune supplement that's called Immunoshield. Folks, I've been talking about it now for 3 weeks, nearly a month. I think the website is just now finally starting to come out and develop, and it's on a subscription basis. I think if you do 3 months, you can get it for $119. If you do it for 6 months, you can get it for $109, and if you sign up for a whole year, you can get it for $99. Look here, I was the first one privy to that, the first one in the whole United States privy to that. And still to this day, if you want that supplement, here's the thing about the kids, and this is why I'm saying that. Okay, it's $99 a month. If you private message me and you get it through me, I write you a script for it. The pharmacy ships it straight to you. You don't have to sign up for a subscription, so to speak. I mean, your script is good for a year, but if you go through the website, you've got to choose whether you want one bottle for $129. Or you want to do 3 months on a subscription basis for $119, or if you want to do 6 months for $109, or a whole year for $99. Well, that's fine and that's good, but if you want it through me, you don't have to necessarily get a subscription. I mean, obviously, I would think 3 to 6 months would be a minimum because guess what? We're just entering this 3 to 6 month period of flu season and all this other kind of craziness. But anyway, if you private message me and say, hey, I want it. Here's the thing. You may say, God almighty, that's expensive. Really? I mean, if it determines potentially your life or the life of your child, I mean, we're already getting amazing testimonies back from this stuff. But here's something you can do. 3 of the main ingredients in that Immunoshield, and I'm talking just for the children and everything, if you want to protect your child and instead of pumping all that monkey pus in them from these vaccines and everything. 3 of the main ingredients is vitamin C, zinc, and vitamin D. Okay, now they're compounded ingredients, which means it's not going to be Walmart shelf stuff. Okay, that's junk. But these 3 compound, here's what you can do. All you have to do in terms of a child is give them about 20 milligrams of zinc twice a week. Okay, 500 milligrams of pure ascorbic acid, like what we're talking about, every other day is going to be okay. If you've got the powdered vitamin C I've been talking about for months, they can drink that every day, just a 1/4 of a teaspoon. But what they'll be getting from this supplement is perfectly fine, is enough for them on an every other day basis. And in terms of the vitamin D, so what I'm saying here is this: you can order this supplement for your child. Okay, I'm talking if they're 2-3 years old, you can pull the little capsules apart and put it in applesauce. Okay, and it's fine for them. If it's a child literally like 2, 3, or 4, you could probably do that and use about half of the ingredients, in some applesauce every day. But, if they're 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that kind of thing, every other day. So now you've got a $99 supplement that just turned into a $45 supplement a month, and it's going to last you 2 months because the kids ought to be able to take it every other day and be totally fine. Okay. So, but for the adults, for us adults, we need that 20 plus milligrams of zinc every day. Okay. Not just once or twice a week like kids can get by with. So, anyway, hey, I got a room full of patients out here. It's already come in since I started this video. Going to go take care of them. If you're interested in that, just send me a private message and I can try to get your script out today. And if the pharmacy is able to get it out by this afternoon, great. It may be Monday morning. But anyway, that should be to everyone that's reasonably local, within the south, southeast, that kind of thing, within the next 5 days to a week or whatever. But like I said, folks, it's on. It's on. The media's already going crazy, trying to hook and lure you in by the silly school closings and all that kind of stuff and everything. So, hey, protect those kids, take care of them, build their host, not with a bunch of toxic neurotoxins and monkey pus and all this other kind of stuff. They don't need the shots. There's not a vaccine out there right now, chickenpox, flu, nothing else that actually prevents a kid from contracting anything or you. It just supposedly reduces your body's response to it because suppose it's already been introduced to a small amount of it through whatever shot or vaccine. Well, you know what? My opinion on that is God put an intelligent design inside my body that can do all that on its own. Okay. I don't need the neurotoxins. I don't need all this other kind of stuff to give me that false sense of security. So, but there's no vaccine out there that's going to keep your child. Any of this stuff they're giving shots for, mumps, measles, rubella, chicken pox, all that kind of stuff. That's actually going to prevent them from actually contracting that. It just reduces their symptoms, supposedly, if they do come across it, so that it's not as severe. But again, at the risk of all the neurotoxins and preservatives and everything else. So anyway, hit me up if you want that super immune supplement. And don't get hooked into the media crazy and frenzy and everything. We're going to be okay. All right. Build the host. We love you guys. Talk to you soon.